boys and girls, children of all ages, I am your DM of the Dungeon Crawlers, and I bring you the newest campaign, Emberlight. As a lot of you have seen, I've reviewed prior Dungeon Crawlers such as Robothorium, Darkest Dungeon, games of that caliber. And a lot of the things that this game does, this game being Emberlight, is it hits on a lot of those similar notes, and it follows that formula of really giving you the essence of being in a dungeon, or having to crawl through multiple hordes of enemies, or having to manage an inventory system, or just being in the moment of having to traverse something as dangerous and complex as a dungeon, or streets filled with enemies, or storming the castle. A lot of those things Emberlight hits really, really nicely. And it's not very flashy, it's not very complex. As a matter of fact, a lot of the game has tones of old school Diablo. It's got a lot of D&D feel. And by D&D feel, I mean, like, if you were to open up, like, a Pathfinder book or a D&D rule book, it has a lot of the similar art style, which for me, I really appreciate on the gamer side of it, because it resonates with me and I can really appreciate every single thing that it hits. With that being said, combat-wise, combat can get a bit redundant. There was no scaling of difficulty. It felt like the only difficult thing that you actually achieved was towards the end of whatever layer in the dungeon crawling experience you hit. Now, by layer, I often refer to as the level side of it, and it kind of felt repetitive. There was no scaling in difficulty. There was no complexity in the enemy encounters that you got. It was just kind of like, press these buttons, kill this enemy. Okay, here's a boss. Okay, hopefully you got a good setup, And that was a miss for me on that point. Inventory system, very simplistic. It was, here's your potions, here's your spells, go have fun. And that was, a lot of games, and especially considering that the developers have made it really clear that they want to, at some point, port this to mobile, I can really understand why they don't want something as complex. Now, with the audio and the music, it hit home. It was very straightforward. It really set the tone that it's creepy, it's wet, and there's a lot of things in there that could possibly kill you. And it nailed every aspect of what I was expecting the game to realistically be. Now, when it comes down to the burning question of whether or not I could recommend this game, honestly, yeah. I think this game is very simplistic. I think it's very straightforward, and I think they honestly executed a lot of the things necessary to really hit the notes of that dungeon experience, that D&D experience, or that Diablo experience. And I'll even throw it out there and be bold about it, the turn-based experience for a lot of old school Final Fantasy or RPG fans. And in the current state in which I did the review for this game, it was in pre-release. I know the developers have been very adamant about their roadmap and how they're going to evolve the game. So I'll definitely take a look at this farther down the road when it gets, a few updates, and see how much it's changed from when I have initially started this review to, then. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed my review, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Take care.